and you say you don't do culture. There's a statement. I don't do culture. I do Jesus. But you go to church and then you do white culture. Then what's the difference? I don't do African weddings, but I want to do a white wedding. But it's a white wedding, not white culture. You know,
with its symbolism as well.
Like honestly, the person who's drinking the blood of a chicken is a devil. The one who's drinking the blood of Jesus is a saint. And you don't find that to become the disparity. You baptize people this side, they also baptize people this side. And in what we call typological studies, sorry for the language again, in typology, we're able to take two seemingly opposite views, and you want to look at the similarities between the two views, and then you parallel them and say, how do you recruit, how do you recruit, how do you baptize, how do you baptize, how do you do your services, how do your sacrifices, and etc. And you make a didactical, more progressive, analysis of the practices. You find that all of them have the same problem, are trying to solve the same issues. The practices might be different, but if you look very carefully at the elements that are being used on both sides, incenses in the Catholic Church, we fumigate the whole church with the incenses, and no one questions that. In the Anglican Church, in the Lutheran Church, fumigate everyone with the incense. The same pastor gets on the pulpit and condemns a black person who's burning in pep. This is even more natural. If I were you, Mfundis, you would stop using that one because that fisher. If you really want to burn incense, here's the real incense. Then you look around and say, man, there's some confusion here. Because I think, for lack of a better word, our pastors and our fathers had to become Christians for survival. We don't have to become Christian for nothing. Our fathers needed us to get to school, so their names were changed. They needed to get jobs. What's your name? Mbongiseni. No, you're not Mbongiseni. You're Joseph. Already, Mbongiseni Yashup. They can pronounce it. So it was for survival. So let's not laugh at them. They brought us here. But what brought us here cannot take us there. It will be shame for a children of this age to have a son or a daughter and call them Shane, and call them Sean, call them some funny white name. What is it? Suppose maybe Egyptian flower, or some French little stone, etc. The sentiments around colonial culture has become so intoxicating that even the normal people who must be living to champion their own narrative and take back their own identity find themselves trapped in the euphoria of Eurocentric appreciation, which is